Hello everyone, Nigel with you, Nigel's Modelling Bench, back with another book review and another book in the Wingleader Photo Archive series. And this is now number 34, and it's on the Gloster Meteor F8, FR9 in RAF service. And I believe this has been released because Revell will soon be releasing finally their 1/32 scale kit of it. I haven't got the normal beautiful packaging that you get from Book World, because this was actually handed to me at Telford by Mark himself, so thank you very much, Mark. And yeah, here we have their latest book. So keep your eyes open on the channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe, hit the notifications bell, and you'll hear about videos when I put them out, which is quite often. And basically chatting to Luke up at Telford, it's looking like I may well get a test shot or a review sample or something of the kit when it comes out, but it's looking like it's going to be a beauty with fully detailed engines and everything. So really looking forward to the release of that one. And actually, you know, this is a Gloster aircraft, and as some of you will know, I actually live in Gloucester. I'm not born and bred in Gloucester, I was born and bred in Bristol and the United States, but yeah, I now live in Gloucester. Gloucester, as you will know, Gloucester is Gloucester. Rumour has it, please tell me if I'm wrong, rumour has it they changed the name to Gloucester so it sort of reads like it looks, because the Americans used to call it Gloucester. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. Okay, so please let me know in the comments below. It doesn't sound too true to me, but it could well be right, who knows. So, yeah, number 34 in the series by Simon W. Parry, and it's a beautiful book. I have had a look through it. I don't know much about the aircraft. It's actually sort of Cold War stuff, post-war stuff doesn't really interest me a lot, these jets, you know, until you start to get into the, you know, the F-14s, F-16s, F-18s, F-15s. That's when I start to get sort of interested in the aircraft. This sort of thing, it's not really my thing, but it's a beautiful looking airplane, and looking at it here with this massive, you know, overhang at the back, we're going to need a lot of weight in the nose of a 32nd model. Hong Kong Model already make a model of the Meteor, so go have a look at that in 1/32 scale. So opening up the book, as usual, we have the introduction from Mark Postlethwaite. We have some words down in here. So yeah, he's worked hard to create this book in time for Scale Model World at Telford in November 2024. So here we are 3 weeks before the show, and with everything in place, we've learnt about the telescrambler, pondered deeply about 4 black dots, and have actually grown quite fond of the old meat box. We hope you will too. So there we go. You can see there's the older type there with the metal on the back of the canopies all flying in formation. There's lots of beautiful formation photos in here. I did mention when I talked about this book that there may be some local shots, and I could actually show you shots of how that area looks today, but there's nothing in here that I recognise as being taken in Gloucester. So and a lot of where all these aircraft were built is now just gone. So it's houses and factories and units and stuff. I've been chatting to some locals, and if I find out any more, I will let you know. So here we go. Meteor F8 introduced the new straight tail to the type, which up until then had carried the more rounded version in set right. So you can see the nice straight tail there. You can see here the metal Vulcan type canopy there. You can see the metal on the back of the canopy here, and we've got some antenna down there. So I'm hoping it's got nice strong undercarriage. It looks like it has like a scissor type undercarriage, very much like the Harrier has, so it's going to have to be incredibly strong because we're going to have to put a lot of weight in the nose. So we shall see. Maybe that's a picture in Gloucester, I don't know, but probably this area is all flattened now. Some lovely cockpit images, so we can see a lot of the basic controls all labelled out for us, and very sort of you know, lots and lots of panels and things going on rather than just one straight instrument panel. Beautiful colour images in this book, of course. Being a later aircraft, there will be pictures that you will that will be in colour, and we can see here some beautiful panel detail on there, showing you, and here's why you can see it, showing you the effect you can get on your model. So here we have some more beautiful colour shots. Again, we've still got this metal on the back of the canopy, and then here we've got some pieces pointed out. So we've got a single balance tab C, we have retractable landing lights B, you see the landing light there in the roundel, and then A, we have the new VHF whip aerial. So there we go. What's D? D is an open ammunition ejector ports. It was soon found that the ammunition cartridges were hitting the fuselage, leading to the introduction of chutes to keep them clear of the airframe. See page 14, so we'll have a look at that when we get there. There we go, beautiful modeller's notes again. This is fantastic, this is great for modelers. You can see there the rail that the canopy slides back on. You can see here, this is the all the squadrons patterns they used on the tails, which you'll see throughout the book. Again, beautiful formation photograph. Loads of them there parked on the ground. The might of the Royal Air Force 66 Squadron and others at Linton on Ouse in November 1951. So there we go, lots of them, and you can see here they've got the code on the front gear, on the nose gear door. Again, you can see these flashes. Beautiful picture there from modelers of all the detail and rivet detail on the nose and how it all sort of weathered and worn, and you can see some stressed skin there on those panels. Who says you can't see panel lines on real aircraft, eh? More of these designs of these flashes that you can see. These are extremely long here. Very interesting colours there. Still on the early type canopy. Very happy squadron there on a nice foggy day with their aircraft. More modeller's notes. You can see here the checker has gone up onto the tail. This was believed to be something to do with the leader had that on his tail, squadron leader, so everybody knew who was who. More beautiful images. That's in Malta. Interesting to note there, I've just spotted this. I didn't spot it when I looked through before. That cage over the front of the engine there. Engine intake guard. It's not going to stop anything very small going through, is it? I see some there just taking off. For those of you who love the Meteor, it's a wonderful, wonderful book. All the different squadrons here you can see. You've got like a zigzaggy effect there. It's all late production now. You can see we've got a full glass canopy on some and not on others. They're on a hell of a climb there. And here we can see the full glass canopy there now. I shouldn't call it glass, should I? Because it's not glass, but you know what I mean. Full clear rather than metal. And here we are over Malta. Beautiful. There's some absolutely gorgeous pictures in this book. Look at that one. Absolutely stunning. Very, very nice. It's also worth noting when you look at this book, the weathering, they looked extremely well looked after. They didn't seem to get particularly dirty. Having said that, this one's got some rain streaking on it and some darkening around the panels, probably where it's had paint touch-ups. But you can see, I mean, the engines are well away from the fuselage and the tail and everything, so you won't get any blackening there. But great shot. How did they get them so perfectly lined up? Absolutely perfect. You can see there with your, you know, when you look at your model, you've got all that overhanging on the back. You're going to need lots of weight in that nose of your model. Makes you wonder how they ever stayed on their nose wheels, to be honest. Must be the guns and everything in the front. I guess it's one of those aircraft, if you fueled it in the wrong sequence, it would go over on its tail like a VC-10 or a VC-10K, K-10. what's this one here? This rare photo shows the tele-scramble cable plugged into the under fuselage socket. See page 52 for more details. So there's the socket. Disconnected the pilot's headset by phone to the ground control while at readiness or scramble for last minute instructions. When plugged in, the radio was disconnected. The wire and plug pulled loose when the aircraft rolled forward and the radio took over. The housing is common on later F8s. The T-section metal strip riveted onto the trailing edge of the rudder is clear to see. Guess that's what they're talking about. Target tugs. These obviously used for pulling targets. You can see we're completely loaded up there with rockets. Bombs here. Then we've got the FR9. Unusual to see these loaded up with weapons, isn't it? And here we've got the big camera going in the front. You can see the window on the side there. I can't remember now which version the Revell kit's going to be. I think it's this F8 FR9, isn't it? Beautiful colour images, really, really nice. That's lovely, the sort of yellow nose and the grey and green camo. You can see the two different types of canopy there. There are also large and small intakes, but they don't seem to be very different. It looks like that's a small intake and that's a large by the look of it. No, because that is actually that aircraft. Shut up, Nige. But it looks, I've been looking through the book and they talk about large and small intakes, but it's very, very difficult to see. It's not like as obvious it is on a Lancaster Mark 1/3 and a Mark 7. It's not like that. It's not that much of a difference. They're not air intakes as such, they're cooling intakes, aren't they? But you know what I mean. You can see here all the stress skin on there as well. So all very, very baggy indeed. And there we go. You see this picture may well have been taken in Gloucester because it looks very flat and very open, which is exactly what that area was. But I'm not sure that, because we've got the airfield up the road where Doughty's is, and I'm not sure if that's where the aircraft were built, but that may be where they've been photographed. There are rumours that the section of the M5 between junctions 12 and 13 is dead straight, and there are rumours that that was part of a runway as well, but other people say it was next to it, so I don't know. All we've got there now is a bloody great incinerator. Nice. So there we are. So they've put the price up. I said they would, and they finally have. They were £19.95 and now they're £20. So they've obviously felt the need to put in that massive price increase, which is the first price increase I think they've ever made on this series of books. And when you think we're on number 34, that's pretty incredible. When you think, you know, in the time these books have been going out, Fish and Chips has probably gone up from about £7 to about £13. So I think Mark has done a fantastic job keeping these prices at 20 quid. It's amazing. So you can get yours from there. You can go to the Wingleader website and order it, and it will come directly from Bookworld, and it will be in a cardboard envelope, or sorry, it will be in a bubble wrap bag inside a cardboard envelope inside a plastic wallet. So it can get wet, they can drop it, anything, and your book will come perfect. This one I've got a slight amount of damage there on that corner, and that's my fault because it would have been carried around Telford in a carrier bag. You can also see a bit of damage there. But if this book had just come out of the envelope the Bookworld had sent me, it would be mint, I can assure you. So there we go, guys. That's it. Wingleader Photo Archive number 34, Gloster Meteor F8 FR9. And yeah, it's sort of, you know, it's not really my thing, but looking at this now, I'm really looking forward to getting that kit from Revell, because it looks like you can make it look very, very pretty if you do this version with the camo and everything. So there we are. You also have the option of paint. I think this is, yeah, it's painted silver, it's not bare metal, so there we go. The other thing we're going to look at was page 14, wasn't it? It showed us the extended ammunition chutes. There we go, we can see those ammunition chutes there now. That's what we were going to look at on page 14, wasn't it? So these ammunition chutes that allow the chute to miss the fuselage and not hit. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. As I say, go and get yourself one. Go and buy the whole series. They're absolutely bloody brilliant for us modelers. So I'll see you all soon with another review. I've also got the Second World War Images book to do a review on as well, which Mark kindly gave me. So we'll go through that in the next few days as well. Bye for now.